You know what it is. We just got done with the Shy City Cypher. This right now is the check-in.
The check-in.
And in the building, we have myself, Heat Detector, as you know, and
it's your boy Jizzo. You already know every motherfucking Sunday, 8:30 p.m.
And it's your man Levi Stress. I just got done doing the CCC podcast, so I decided, like, hey, did one? Let's go ahead and let's get in some serious talk on the check-in. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry about that. I had to lower the mic right quick. So today we're going to talk about. We got OT in the building. We've been having some technical difficulties.
What's up, OT?
We're trying to get him in on the stream, making sure he can be heard. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we can get this shit figured out as we go.
Click his audio on and off.
His audio is. That's the only way I click it on and off right there.
Yeah,
his audio is 100% on. You can't hear us?
Say muted. Yep.
Damn. Whoa.
He said he can hear us.
He said he can hear us.
Hold on, let me see. This is wild. We've been having technical issues here lately, but we're going to get them all figured out, man. It's all part of God's plan, I guess. I don't know.
For those that's tuning in, man, the check-in happens every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. It's a show for issues that, you know, things that affect men, man, mental health issues that affect men. And also we always welcome the woman's opinion as well, man. We gotta have both opinions about what's going on, so we can really understand and identify issues. So, you know, that's what the check-in's about, man. It used to be.
It says he can hear all parties, but for whatever reason on our end, we cannot hear OT. But so we're gonna try.
Okay.
Just keep it rolling.
Try to fly with it, anyways.
But you know the disclaimer, man. We are not therapists. We are not, you know, counselors. You know, we're just talking about experiences that we know and things that we know, man. And we're bringing in other people that also have been through similar situations, and also kind of could give you, you know, life experience, man, and certain suggestions to things. So I think today's episode is good, man. Every Sunday we've been doing Shy City Cypher podcast, and right after when we do Shy City, you know, the check-in from Unwrap, we have somebody that was on the podcast checking in with us, man. So Levi, I'm glad to have you here, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, and like I said, I'm hanging in there, maintaining. You know, this is days are up and down and stuff, but like I said, I don't know, keep the faith with God and the Lord and everything, and try to work through my problems the best way I can when I can. You know, and just don't give up and don't lose faith.
Yeah, for sure, man. You gotta never lose faith. I think we had a special topic that we're gonna go ahead and talk about today. And you know, the check-in is typically supposed to be 30 minutes, but we always go deeper into it. But I think we got a very special topic. I actually sent over this meme. I guess it was a meme. It was a screenshot of a post that I found. And essentially the woman that was in the post was saying that until she's married with a ring on her finger, she is single. She is a single woman.
Okay, so let me just jump.
So let's get into it with Heat Detector.
Let me jump in real quick. So what I took on that is this, and this is kind of like what the show is going to be about, and not just that, but just how as a man how we feel about it, because I think it's deeper than a damn ring or marriage or anything like that. So the question is, in my mind, from what you had sent me, the question is, does a baby daddy, father of children, I don't even like using the term baby daddy, but does he have a right to say anything to this woman? If they're not together, do you as a man, do you feel like you have the right to tell her anything about how she's carrying herself or what she's wearing, who she hangs around with, or what she's doing? Do you think you have the right to do that?
I think there's different levels. So there's different levels to it, though, because you're talking about baby daddy. Are you talking about baby daddy that she's in a relationship with and lives with in the house? Or are you just talking about baby daddy that just fucking comes, picks up the kids? And I mean, what kind of baby daddy are you talking about?
Hold on. Let me be more clear. First of all, OT, try one of the links inside the comments real quick. Try one of those. And
Yeah, OT, get out of there. And
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
It's gonna be super loud.
Can you hear me?
So like the point that I'm trying to make is, as a man, okay, you're baby mama, baby daddy, whatever. I can hear you on my phone, bro, but not necessarily.
Give me fun. Yeah, something's off. Don't worry about it.
I don't know why that is. But as a man, do you think you have the right to tell this woman what she can and cannot do? Like as far as
but what are you though? That's my question was, what are you? You're just a fucking baby daddy, or you're somebody that's her boyfriend. Like what do you mean? You're just a baby daddy that just had a kid with her? No, you can't fucking tell her what to wear.
I mean,
but even if you are, that's also a complicated question. But in the end, like, if you get with a girl, like, and that's kind of like the message I got from all the OGs I've ever talked to about this situation is, you knew what you were getting yourself into from the beginning. So, you know, if your girl's doing some crazy shit, whatever, showing her ass, but that's
we got you, OT.
But that's the way that you found her. That's the way that you found her.
Right.
You got with her like that. You were hollering at her. You were in the DM when she was that girl shaking ass. Now she's your girlfriend. Does she have to stop? Why are you humming, bro?
Because we go through this like
Why are you humming? Tell us why you're humming. He's humming over here. Tell us why you're humming.
Because we go through this shit every fucking show. Because I always say this in every show. I've said this. You knew what you were sticking your fucking
bullshit.
Did it. Okay, well, that's my opinion. My opinion. Okay. Now, when we're talking about, and this is also what I'm trying to get at, because you're saying if you just consider yourself, or if you're a baby daddy that drops the kids off, or don't give a fuck, or whatever the fuck, that doesn't take away from the emotional side of being a father. Okay, so even the guy that is not participating as a father, I'm sure there's concerns in his mind about what she's doing around the children.
But it doesn't matter about you. We're not talking about your concerns. We're talking about do you have the right to tell this bitch what to do, what to wear, what to fucking, do you have the right? You don't have the right.
Well, I didn't say it did. I'm just saying.
You talking about I got concerns.
About me personally either. I don't get down like that. But I'm just saying, like, on some real shit though. If, for instance, if I have children by a woman and I'm not in a relationship with her, I feel it would behoove me. I feel like it would be fucked up on my part not to at least express my concerns with how this woman is carrying herself around my children. But then again, that's me.
That's concerns, but do you have the right to tell her what to fucking do?
If it's a motherfucking concern for me, I'm sure in the fuck I'm gonna say, look, man, you need to chill the fuck out, or we need to go to court. We need to do something, because if I'm that concerned, bro, I'm gonna do what I got to do to get my children away from that situation.
But we're going real far off the topic, and the topic the question that we said was, if you are not married, are you single? This girl said, as long as I don't have a ring. The girl in the comment that I sent, heat detector, for those that's listening, said, if we are not married,
right,
I am single. So where does that put people that are in a relationship and trying to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend of somebody, and they talking about, if you don't have a ring on this finger, we're single. I'm single. What the fuck? So how do you get anywhere with that? How do you get anywhere with that, knowing, okay, I'm going to date you, but I know in the back of my mind that as long as I don't have a ring on that finger, somebody else might be hitting that shit.
Now you're talking about physical shit. I'm not talking about this show is called checking in on mental shit. And the mental stress is on some real shit. The mental stresses of a man having a child and not being married to that woman, if he's really real about his shit, should be concerned about what she's doing around the children. That's what I took out of it.
He definitely should be concerned, but can he say something to her?
Right.
What are you going to say?
Well, listen, bro. I think sometimes, especially nowadays, we forget, as men, the fact it takes two fucking people. Those children do not belong to her single-handedly. They do not belong to her alone.
But you can't control where she's taking the kids when she's not with you. You're at the fucking studio somewhere, and she's over somewhere with her friends with those kids at some house. You can't control that, bro.
Okay, but
We talking about,
well,
but that's not the question though. The question that we're talking about is that if you are not, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a, hold on, no. If you have a girlfriend, the question is, if you have a girlfriend and you are not married to her, and she says, as long as there's no ring on this finger, I am single.
Let's get to the comments real quick.
Let's get to scroll up. So DBO, shout out to Debo, man, from Chicago. He said, right, Jizzle, I agree. He also said, I can't convert a girl in short skirts. Jory Norman also said that marriage, dating, shared parenting is all different. Unless you're married, sort of out of your hands. Exactly. Debo said, my man's on the left is right, but she won't listen. You got to go to court. Shout out to Jessica in the comments. She said, but what she wears doesn't mean she's doing anything inappropriate around the kids. So fuck no, you can't say what she wears. Exactly, but what if you're the boyfriend though? We're not talking about a baby daddy that picks up the kids. We're talking about a boyfriend, that the guy that's your boyfriend and it's telling you, hey, I think them shorts are too short. So Jory Norman says it's about respect for you and herself. Debo said, but again, Jizzle is right. You knew what she was when you met her. Jory said, unless she's a hooker, it doesn't matter what you think if not married. Jessica also said just now, if she's doing inappropriate things, then yeah, the father can voice his opinions. But
I said opinion.
We're not. That's not the question. That's not the question for today, though. You know that's not the question.
So the question of the day is very simple. Fuck no, you can't tell her shit. I get that.
What if you're her boyfriend? Can you tell her anything?
No, you can't tell her nothing. Listen, no, but at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is the mental health side of it as a man with children. Okay, let's be clear on that. Let's just stay right there for a second. Let's stay there. Follow me. Let's stay there. Because what that is this is a stress. This is a level of stress and thing that men go through. Right? There was a guy that was just on Facebook who shot his girlfriend 11 fucking times and was on Facebook Live saying she was stressing him out over some shit, whatever, kids. I don't know what the fuck. So we are talking about mental health shit. And we're talking about the stresses of that. So if there's a guy who feels like, okay, he can tell her what to do, which we all know he can't, there's ways to deal with this shit, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're at home. You guys just watched the movie from 7 to 9. Just hear me out. You guys just watched the movie from 7 to 9. She gets up and says, Heat, I'm not going to use your government name. Heat, I'm going to go out tonight. Okay. She gets up. She puts on a little ass dress all the way up to her ass. Gets all fucking ready and comes into the room and says, all right, have a good night.
Bye.
Got the dress all the way up to her ass.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. And this goes to every man out there that's listening.
Oh, man.
I asked that question because people deal with that.
Okay, yeah. And this is what I'm going to say to that. Is that I've never been a person, and this is all honest to God truth, I've never been a person to be worried about no shit like that. Because you can't stop a motherfucker from doing what the fuck they're going to do anyway. So shit's going to happen, shit's going to happen, and there's shit you can do about it.
But see, that, and see, that's the thing with that. Like
Dominique Stockman said, DM me a link. So Jory Norman said,
I'll throw the link right back in the comments.
If it's just a girlfriend, you get whatever you get. Hold on, we blocked the comment. Give me a second. He said, if it's just a girlfriend, you get whatever she offers. No kids involved. Yeah, and that's true, man. I've met a lot of guys that are just dating girls, and they don't really give a fuck. They'll tell me, like, man, she's crazy, bro. She be wilding out. She's here, there. She's always, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, and they don't give a fuck because that's what they signed up for. So back to what Heat said from the beginning, you kind of know what you signed up to. So from the beginning, if you saw that's what it was, you know that's what it was.
Well, see. Also, too. I mean, that goes back to what I'm about to say here. when you before you even make that commitment, even talk with the girl, with the whoever who you know you're dealing with her, you already have to see those actions before you get in. Like if you see it, like if I'm interested in a girl and I'm seeing her do things that I know that I'm not gonna be really down with beforehand, then I have to already see that before I make that movie. You make that movie, you already you're not doing the research, you're not using your eyes to see what this person is giving you out before. Like it is kind of that is on you. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
Real talk.
Now look, man. I don't care if people don't like me in the comments or don't agree with me or whatever.
They don't like you at all in the comments.
Because at the end of the day,
Joey Norman said exactly.
Yeah,
we don't. No, he talking about that.
No,
I'm just fucking with you.
No, I know. But I'm just saying though, like on some real shit, like and for any man out there listening that has any real common sense,
right.
Let me tell you something. If you try to stop her from going out wearing that skimpy ass shit, motherfucker, she's gonna do it anyways. When you're not looking, it's gonna happen. If you're trying to stop a motherfucker from doing something, you're just gonna make the
But you know that from the beginning, though.
No, you don't necessarily know shit.
Yeah, you do, because you met her looking like that. Yes, you did.
Okay.
Wilbur Lee said, "Man, you can't control no woman, especially a disrespectful woman. Just calling her baby mama means she shouldn't be respected in any way."
Wow,
Debo. Hold up.
Real talk.
Right.
I like that.
Calling her baby mama means she shouldn't be respected in any way. Come on, man. Y'all really feel like that? If you calling somebody baby mama, what do you say? Mother of my kids?
I mean,
what do you say?
I think
when you're talking about Jessica, the people that don't know Jessica, what do you say? My baby mama?
Fuck no, I say my wife. What are you kidding me?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
so yeah, hey, gentlemen, can y'all hear me?
Debo said, still, whether she's a girlfriend or a wife, BM or a wife, if you met her dressed like a hooker, then you knew what she was. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You knew from the beginning, because you didn't meet this bitch dressed up as a Mormon at the club, and all of a sudden she's dressed as a hooker on Saturday night.
She ain't coming.
I'm serious. Bro, you didn't meet her like that. You didn't meet her. Did you meet her like that? I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, if you met her, broad, however you met her, that's how you met her.
Well, and that's the thing. Well, you know, and but you right though. That's what I was saying earlier. If you know when she's at the spot, and she's looking, she's already dressed like that, you are that your eyes, your visual is already saying that's what that is, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is, though.
Would you girlfriend a bartender?
First of all, time out. Because let's be realistic here too, because that works the same way for a woman. If a woman sees you somewhere, my guy, if she sees you and maybe she looks at you and says, he's a bum, but I'm gonna give him a fucking chance. He's a piece of shit, but I'm gonna give him a chance. I mean, it works both ways.
It doesn't work that way, because we talked about men's health not being as important as women's health. So there's no way we did. There's no way it could be the same. That means the scales are off in every which way. If your mental health heat is not as important as Jessica's, the fucking scales are tipped, bro.
Stop with the government.
I'm just, because she's the only woman in the comments. That's why I use her as an example.
There you go again. You know. But listen, I hear what you're saying, bro, and I hear everybody in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Debo, and Wilbur says the mother of my child.
Hey, Dominique, what did you say wild to, bro? Go in the comments and tell us what you said wild to.
Trying to get in on the show.
So. We want to talk. Hey, D Nick, tell us what you said wild to, because we want to talk about it.
One tonight. Get in am I right, OT? This man, he on fire. This boy on fire.
Fuego.
You look in the comments and hit that link that's in the comments, bro. Wilbur says me and he go way back, and he's solid when it comes to women. We never chase them, we replace them. Hey, nigga, be careful what you say out there.
TMI, bro. TMI.
Shots fired.
That's you, bro. We're talking about you.
Time the fuck out.
TMI, G.
Put you on blast.
Hey, just put you out there.
Yo, seriously. I've never said I wasn't a good person. or anything. I was excellent all the fucking time. I'm a work in progress. Let's be clear. All jokes aside, all bullshit aside. Time out. All bullshit aside, I am a work in progress. Just like all
Get it
of us
together,
are.
y'all. Get it
You know
together.
what I'm saying? This is not the time nor the
He
place
said heat
to
is
sit
hot.
saying that shit.
Jesus Christ. He in the comments, heat is hot. Jesus Christ.
Nah. But the thing about it is,
I'm weak. He said I'm weak.
It's not a comedy show.
Yeah,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So I get what my man's is saying. Shout out to Wilbur. But at the same time, there's growth in life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in that stage of my life anymore. I'm not into that kind of shit anymore. So therefore, my thought process and how I go about doing things is much differently than it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So shit is mad different. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take anything away from any man or what he does. You know what I'm saying? That's on him. That's how he chooses to live his life. That is whatever the fuck. It ain't on me.
Right.
I got no dog in the fight for another man. But what I do have in the fight is maybe getting some proper information. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to what we said. I meant that in a good way. I'm sure you did, my G. But we all know what the fuck that meant. But, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. D-Nick, I'm gonna. D-Nick, go back and go in your email, bro, and the link should be in your email, bro. But
I'll be in a minute.
Yeah, let's get back on. Let's get
back on task. Back on task. Back on task.
On task. Hey, Wilbur, if you want to join in on the show, the link is inside the comments. I'll place it in there one more time. You can get in the comments, and please, sir, you better redeem me right now, goddammit.
He's giving you the link so you can come out and say something good about him.
Yeah.
I feel like this is every show.
No. But let's get serious again.
Okay.
Now, see, because even with Wilbur saying that, truly and clearly, I mentally wasn't in a good place. Had I been in a good place, I wouldn't be thinking that way. I wouldn't be thinking to replace women. I wouldn't be thinking that shit don't matter. I wouldn't be thinking that a woman doesn't matter. I wouldn't be thinking that children don't matter. I wouldn't be thinking, fuck it, she's my baby mama or she's whatever in the fuck. I wouldn't be thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is really about how do we get past that? You know, because clearly there's still a lot of men out there. And like I said, myself, I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? The shit don't fix itself overnight because all of these things are internal. All of these things have been put inside of us through trauma and shit that we've been through in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Even a person that womanizes, there's a reason for it. It ain't because he thinks he's the most handsome motherfucker in the room, because some of the most handsome motherfuckers don't do as much womanizing as the ugliest motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Or the mediocre looking motherfucker.
Talk that shit, boy. Talk that shit.
That's
He basically saying if you got game and you an ugly motherfucker, you gonna get some bitch.
Stop taking what I said.
Hey, you gotta have some game. That's what it is.
What I'm saying is, it's the shit doesn't come from just having game or something, because you can have game, but you're using it in the wrong way. Game help you understand what game is. Game is being able to talk. Game is being able to open up doors that are shut in front of you. Game
is getting it in, brother.
You know what I'm saying? And work it, or even fake it till you make it, but learn as you go. That's game, bro. That's game. That's real game. You know, learning how to speak to a motherfucker properly, learning how to maneuver in society and be successful. That's game.
You can have game and be with a girl that's not your wife, and she's gonna say, "I am single until I am married." So they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck how much game you got. They're speaking specific. They're saying if we're not married, we're single. Wilbur is in the comments. He said, "Wait, so y'all talking about you actually with this woman that's the mother of your child?"
We're not talking about anyone in particular.
We're not talking about nobody in particular.
No
particular. Cracking, man. Hold on. Time out, piece. This shit.
What up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I know you over in the background. You over there like, oh, these niggas is wild.
Hey, what up, man? Is out of control, though? Is it out of control?
No. Well, I mean, it's dudes sucking, so it is what it is. So it's, y'all is just. It was so much. I don't even remember what I said. Wow, too. I'd have to watch the playback. Y'all just
motherfuckers just throwing hella shit out there, boy.
I mean, see, look, here's the thing, man. So the whole premise of this is like, does a man have a right to tell a woman, the mother of your children or whatever, do you have the right to tell her what to do and how to dress or do whatever? Now, the easy answer to that is fuck no, you can't. But that's not the real core issue. The real core issue that I'm talking about is the stresses that a man has in those situations. The stresses of worrying about his children, about how and her behaviors around his children.
But the question, that's not the question.
I get the question. I already said that the answer to that is very simple. No.
Is she single if she's not married? That's the question.
Even when she's married.
If she's not married.
Go, Bex. Go.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Huh?
Do you have a girlfriend?
Damn, he's personal.
I'm
that's what
I'm off the market.
Personal BI out of that. Keep my personal BI out of that. I'm gonna give you my professional, my professional opinion. It's still an opinion, but it's my professional opinion as a counselor. All right. Now the question you said, does a man that she has a baby with, I just want to make sure I'm clear, does a man that she has a baby with have a right to comment or say about her appearance? Yes.
That's not the question.
Her appearance.
That's not the question.
That's what I'm clear. What's
restate
the
it.
You know what? I think we broke off, D-Nick. I think we broke off into that question, but the original form is what I sent to he. It was a screenshot of a woman saying that if you don't have a ring on her finger, she is single. So basically, ain't no girlfriend. You were either, if you don't have a ring on this finger, I'm basically gonna act like I'm single. And then we broke off into.
No, it actually says you don't have the right to tell me. I
pull it up. But that's what it said. It basically said, if we are not married, I am single.
Respect. If she ain't selling you no wolf tickets, then you gotta respect that and honor that.
Right.
Like there's no question. You just
okay.
That's
now
what she
here's
said.
the original. Then it wasn't a question. This was a statement. Out of respect for my husband, it's certain things I wouldn't wear anyways. A baby daddy can't tell me nothing. If I'm not married, I'm single.
Right.
That's a statement. Okay? And of course, the easy answer to that is no.
No, you got nothing to say.
But the deeper question is, as a man, the stresses of something like that. That's the deeper question. How do you maneuver around that? Because there's some guys that don't know how to deal with that. They figure, if I have a child by this woman, now I have the right to tell her what, when, how, where, and why. No. That's the easy answer. Of course, we know that. But then there's around, maybe this guy does have all of his screws, and he's like, but she's inappropriate around my kids.
She's at your family fucking reunion with her ass out.
See,
check your picture.
That's the thing right there, though. But see, that's the thing right there, though. If, like, if it goes back to what we were saying before. It's like if she's doing all that, like I got her ass out at the family reunion, and just or at church, shit all hyped up like that. Then that's like something that you had to peep the perception of the game before that too, though. I feel what you saying, I feel what you saying, with everything else down, like with everything else. But that's the.
All right, not to cut you. I just want to be clear, like what are you asking, or what are you? Because you said something like how do men deal with that?
So we know that men deal with it, right? We know that men deal with the stress. We know that if you have kids with a woman, there's always going to be something that you go fuck, and then sometimes we feel like our hands are tied, or their hands are tied behind our backs, can't say shit, can't do shit. Now my thing is, there are ways to handle that shit. And on this show, maybe we can help somebody to understand, instead of being pissed off, mad, or trying to control that person, or becoming fucking stupid in the head over the shit by letting it fester, or being whatever. That there's got to be a way to help someone to understand. Okay, look, you can't control this woman, what she does, what she wears, and who she fucks with, what kind of skirt she's wearing at the fucking family reunion, or whatever the hell. But what you can do is control yourself and control how you articulate what you're saying to her, how you maneuver around these things without being upset, without causing any more trouble, without causing yourself any more fucking regret or anything. You know what I'm saying? To be able to deal with that in a respectable manner and deal with that in a way, because at the end of the day, whatever you're going to be doing is going to affect them children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real talk.
Okay. Professional opinion. You know, one, you got to check your ego, like from jump. Then, like my equation that I follow: context, compassion, nuance, and data. You know what I'm saying? So if it's
can you explain exactly what that means to those people that may not understand what you're saying?
Context, like what is the context of each scenario and all of that type of stuff. Where is your compassion at? You know what I'm saying? Like everything is perspective. So where is your compassion at? You know, I just had this conversation with a homie about compassion, like, you know, about a girl that was trying to shoot her shot at him, and you know, and I had to kind of check him about, like, man, where your compassion at, bro? You know what I'm saying? I know she got away, but like, you know, and that's a whole nother thing. So
everybody doesn't think like that, bro. And you know, D-Nick, one of our somebody that we know anyway, we were outside of a place, and this person that was there DJing that night left with his girlfriend out of the front doors. Couple of the homies out in front, including me. She's a good-looking woman, man. And when she walked away, you know, I heard somebody say, "Oh shit, man! If it wasn't the homie, something." You know what I mean? Like everybody's looking at her. But I think, but I also think that no matter what she was wearing, it doesn't matter what she was wearing, because you could, the broad could be wearing a suit covering her eye all the way, nothing but her eyes, and somebody's still gonna be like, she's thick as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and that
they're
fucking
they're gonna be eyeing. They're gonna be eyeing it.
So it doesn't really matter, bro. Like it doesn't. What we're saying.
It matters. Situation matters. Like, you know, it tells everybody everything that needs to be learned is learned in the moment if you're willing to open your eyes and open your ears and look and listen. So here's where it's perspective, Gizzo. This was the conversation I had, and it's the deviate, but I'm going back to, you know, where the men, you know, how to help the men, where I say context, compassion, nuance, and data. And it's perspective at the end of the day. Like it was a chick that tried to holler at like a homie, and she had 6 kids with 5 different baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? She was really trying to, she was
no.
Well, no, he said no, right? And dude was like, nah, man, she wild. She was like I was like, okay, that's the way to look at it. Another way to look at it is like, motherfucker, she ain't give up on love, and that bitch didn't kill black babies.
Big facts.
So where you at?
Yeah,
she didn't give up on love, and she didn't kill black babies. Suck a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it takes a special man to be with a woman with 6 kids anyway.
Right,
so when that match is made, the match is made.
Exactly. I'm not saying that she made good choices. I'm not implementing or putting that on. I'm just talking about what we have on the table.
Yeah.
She didn't give up on love.
Exactly. Somebody will love the fuck out of her, bro, with all 6 fucking kids and buy 6 Happy Meals on Sunday.
Yeah.
It
might not be. Somebody gonna love her, bro, no matter what. That's the thing.
But here's the thing.
Whatever girl y'all got.
But the perspective is, if I didn't know her, but if I'm talking to her, my conversation with her would be, you know, hey girl, you gotta be more selective. Don't be opening your legs for every dude, letting every dude shoot your club up and da 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 da. Now, this is where context plays. If you took what I said to her in isolation, then I'm a simp ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If you took what I said to homie, if you took what I said to her, I'm slut shaming. Excuse me. Like, why you policing women's body and telling them respectability policy? If you took what I said to her, like, girl, you gotta take care of yourself, keep your legs closed, down, open it up for everybody. Da da da. If you took what I said to her, you know, then I'm slut shaming, I'm policing a woman's body, all of that. If you take what I said to my homie, it's like, motherfucker, she ain't give up on love yet, and she ain't killed black babies. She could have killed them motherfuckers. She could have right down to the clinic and sucked them out, and she could give up on love and be a terror for the rest of you dudes. She did.
Yeah.
You know, but if you take what I said to him out of context, then I'm a simp. If you take what I said to her out of context, then I'm policing a woman's body. Context matters, bro. And if we too stupid to place context in the stuff, then you know, throw the whole system away, and you just gotta eat it. I don't live by people like what I'm gonna talk to her about. If she was my homegirl, I'm gonna be like, girl, you can't be. Some of these dudes is sharks.
Definitely, man. And speaking,
and
about,
if I'm talking to him, it's like, bro, that's a given. That's a cheat code to let you know everything about her. Because if she got kids, then you gonna know that if she's a terrible mama, then you have 90% evidence to know how good a woman she is.
Right. Real talk.
Let's get in the comments, man. We're gonna go ahead and scroll up real quick on the comments. We're missing just about 2 comments up there. So Wilbur's been in the comments, man, saying she done lost her last mind. Only a week Ninja would fall for that. Bottom line, is this: if the woman don't respect the father of her kids, she gonna do what she gonna do. He also said compassion for a disrespectful mother of your child, 0. No compassion. Shout out to Shy McClinton in the building, man, with EJ and Shy. He said, what's up, family? Debo hit the comments saying, I agree. It's the same for both genders. If you pick the most attractive person you can find, you have to not be insecure when other people look at her. And you know what they say on the internet, don't get a bad bitch if you can handle a bad bitch. Yeah. Debo said, Shout out to who is a brother of all of our shows. Every single one of our shows, he's in there. He said, what up, man? Debo said, perspective is what it is. It starts controversy. Wilbur said, what's the context when it comes to trying to control a woman that doesn't want to be respected? Oh shit! So trying to control a woman that doesn't want to be respected.
Well, you know that's it, gentlemen. Hold up. That's that one where you say you can't make a hoe a housewife.
Shit.
Damn. I'm gonna go with that. You know, some ain't made that way. You know. So
but people don't want to eat the cost. People don't want to eat the cost. If she has your kid and she, let's say she's the custodial parent, unless she's a danger to your kid. I mean, I'm talking about undeniable danger. Forget the culture, because obviously y'all got 2 different cultures. You know what I'm saying? Because if her culture is being out and about in the streets, and that's what she's culture. If you running on the conservative culture and you just slipped up and shot her club up without warrant, then you got to eat the cost. You got to eat the cost. Everything. This is life. Life has penalties and sacrifices, and you got to eat the cost.
You know what, bro? When I was younger, when I was 16, I had a homie Manny that lived a couple houses over from me. He had been in a marriage with a woman for a while. Mm-hmm. They split up. They had a child together. He got with another woman. He would invite me over to their picnics where he would invite his baby mama with her new man, and he would be with his new woman, and they would just sit there and have the most beautiful picnics.
Yeah.
And there was no control there.
That's grown folk shit.
To me,
grown folk shit.
To me, bro, hey, D-Nick, to me, bro, that felt like the most purest form of trust and adultness to me. Like, and I remember that shit as a 16-year-old kid thinking, damn, that's amazing, man. Y'all could just hang out together and be grown, and there's no feelings, and it's all love. Like, and now that I see that as an adult with adult relationships, I think it's beautiful, man, because the kids get to see that we're adults and we're hanging with each other.
We got to say what E. Johnson said.
Go ahead,
E. Johnson said it's okay being late in the discussion, but one thing I can say from where I joined in, having a badass super fly bitch will show you things about your so-called friends that you didn't understand before.
That's facts.
Okay.
It does.
Those big facts.
No, okay.
It does.
Okay. Whatever the fuck that means.
I can go there.
Because look, man, first of all, let's be clear on some shit, man. Nobody's in control of anybody else's behavior. So if you got a badass bitch, a badass car, badass necklace, badass chain, none of that shit fucking matters.
Facts.
You have no control over nobody else. Best friend, no friend, cousin, uncle, aunt, don't fucking matter. Everybody else. As just yourself, you are in control of your own behaviors, your own actions, your own shit. So yeah, whatever the fuck that means, because it doesn't really mean shit in the context of anything. Because
no, it does. It means a lot. Because
listen.
Exactly.
Well, you're in control. You're in control of yourself,
right?
So and only yourself.
Exactly.
So that means you're not in control of her or the burdens. This is a hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow, but you're not in control of the burdens that both of y'all put on y'all kids. Them they burdens.
Right.
That's their burdens. That's not your burden. That's their burden.
But I'm talking about what E. Johnson said in the comments about
having a bad bitch.
Having a bad bitch is going to show you shit like all of your guys are going to be like, yeah, or
whatever.
Is
that a bad thing?
Nick, if your homie comes around with a badass bitch stick, a thoroughbred, bro, like in the Twister video with Common, a thoroughbred. Do you expect your homies not to be like, damn, she's thick as fuck?
I expect them to respect me. I don't.
Yes, sir. Real talk.
Okay, but what if they tell you, damn, your girl's thick as fuck?
You ain't no real homie.
I mean, if it's apparent and she, it ain't like she can't hide it. It ain't like I want her to hide it. Then it is what it is. I'm not a threatened dude. Like I don't
exactly.
Man, like I'm not that cat. Like if now if you my homie, like I don't, I was raised. My grandmother was like, she was like, no friends, family, co-workers, or neighbors. No friends, family, co-workers, and neighbors. So if you violate that principle, you know what I'm saying? Then like, thank you, bad bitch from the Twisted video. Because now I know what I can't.
I don't know.
Hey, hold on, we gotta stop this real quick. We're gonna go into the comments. And Wilbur said, Evo Gaddafi, man, that ninja having the ex, he fucking and her and dude is the dude is the epitome of control and most likely the swinger shit, fam. People said, yo, homie, supposed to word it respectfully. Like, damn, bro, where you find her at? Wilbur said, there's a way to approach your boys. Bad lady without being disrespectful. Yeah, man, there's a way to are we getting out of, are we getting far? All right, man. All right, we're getting far, bro. We're getting far.
It is what it is.
We're talking about you. Oh, all right. OT.
Wait, I'm sorry. I want to clarify the conversation.
You show what a bad bitch to the unwrap.
Because it's two things. You're talking about, because you were talking about how, when I came in, you were talking about how men are supposed to handle like those type of situations, but like now we're talking about which is cool, but I just want to make sure we still talking about how men handle the situation. We're talking about how men deal with a woman dressing sexy and telling her what to wear and all of that type of stuff.
All that other stuff. I mean, shit. I mean, it just to get that one topic like the fuck out the way. You got a bad bitch, she's a bad bitch, whatever. Expect the unexpected. Expect all of that shit that comes with it, man. If you got a fire, you know what I'm saying? If you're riding around in a Mercedes, brand new $300,000 or a Maybach,
man, that's a badass fucking Mercedes.
That's expected.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're riding around in a Pinto, my nigga, expect the outcome from that.
He's gonna be like, man, what's up with that Pinto?
Nah, I'm gonna be like, yo, nice car, whatever. Just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But really, let's get back on task here real quick.
Can we hit two comments real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Wilbur said, there's a way of approaching your boys, bad lady, without being disrespectful. Debo said, only way that slides is if she jump out the car on the block and don't know nobody who she is and nobody know who she is. I've been there before.
Y'all got some twisted homies, man. Y'all got
they're like, damn. Who the fuck is that? We're gonna say no. We ain't getting far away from anything because you can control the way the conversation goes. We are controlling the conversation, and we kind of moved it to that. But I think it's an extension of the original conversation in some ways. But essentially we're talking about control. We're talking about controlling your homies, saying you got a bad bitch. We're talking about controlling your bad bitch from looking like a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't control.
You cannot control. You cannot
But
control.
the bottom
Bro,
line.
Look, I done pulled a couple baddies, and guess what? They looked exactly how they looked when I found them, and after I dated them. They didn't fucking change. They didn't go from looking bad like a bad bitch to a fucking Little House on the Prairie broad.
Right. But
the thing
about it is respect across the board. The overall spectrum of this is respect. You know, both parties have to have respect for each other. If it's already going to that route already where there's no respect level there, it's not going to last anyway. So that's how that. So we got to look at it from a perspective of even if we saw that from before or not, but it's a respect thing though.
Let's go to D Nick. Where are you at with it so far? And then we're gonna hit you up, OT, because I know you got something to say. You over there
taking it in.
OT. And as far as are we talking about as far as how men are to deal with it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're talking about with taking your kid out. We're still in that. We're talking about having it back.
The how to deal with the stresses of that. To deal with if you got just to throw that out there, not to keep making that the conversation, but if you got a badass bitch, or if you got this, or you're trying to control this woman, you're trying to make things, and I don't know, you know what I mean? Just there's stresses in relationships already. We know this. You know what I'm saying?
Be confident. Be confident in yourself and not egotistical. And like, if you genuinely can't handle all of that attention, don't be with her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk.
Don't be with her. You know, if you don't, and if you're separated and she's going out like a baddie with your kids, and she's not gonna listen to, then you can't control her. You can't tell her what to do. You have the right to say it. She don't got the right to listen.
Right.
I mean, she got the right to not listen to you. She don't have to listen to you.
And you also have the right to take legal action. You have the right to do these things. As men, I think a lot of dudes don't understand that they do have a legal right to do things and bring these things up of court if it's a concern of yours. Or if
it's to that level, then then that begets a strain, but you don't get to control what's going on in her house and on her time. Same as she doesn't get to control what's going on your time. Right. I would always advise, have a good conversation and reciprocation. And if you're talking about the state and the law, whoever's the custodial parent got majority say so. Sorry, not sorry. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
So, so if you're the non-custodial parent, man, you're in a support aspect.
Support role.
Yeah, and all you can do at that point is just try to show the shorty as much examples of the opposite perspective as you can, if you really got that type of beef with her, but also you shouldn't have that type of beef with her because you shot her club up. That's on you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta eat the cost, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta eat
got that club up, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta eat.
That's what he's been saying since the fucking beginning.
You
knew
what
do you say? You knew what you stuck your what in?
You knew it.
Yeah, so but
so in the end,
ideally be respectful. You don't come down on her. Don't you got a co-parent. Right. And that could be however rocky or negative as Noah, use some sense, take care of yourself, and what would you chastise her? You can suggest things and give feedback. Hey, you might not want to dress like that with the kid walking down that block because
5 seconds.
Motherfuckers around there that gonna try to do some stuff to you in front of the kid. But if she do it, you can't. You gotta eat that. So
Yeah.
you know, but be supportive. Y'all supposed to be peoples. Y'all supposed to be peoples. Y'all raising a kid together.
Yeah, most
real talk. Real talk.
What you got to say, bro?
So yeah, brothers, y'all only hit it real good. Remember we heard that thing. It's game. So I'm kind of when I'm doing it like that, I'm saying it's street. It's a game of chess and checkers. And once you done created a seed, a kid inside, yeah, you got some responsibility. You should have been doing some thinking prior to that while you was out there running that game. Trying to figure out what she really got going on.
Don't fucking look at me, bro. Don't fucking look at me.
Now, once you get into that situation, it's different because now you got skin, as they say, you got skin in the game, and you got a responsibility. If you don't man up and handle your business and figure out a way to talk to that female, to your counterpart, whatever, that's your co-partner, your co-parenter. You're gonna set yourself for a long 18 years of hard labor, hard time. You know.
What if I'm the guy who clearly doesn't get a fucking word that you're saying? I'm like, no, I'm like, you know what? I stole my kid, man. Fuck that bitch. And
she has to eat the cost. She has to eat the cost for letting a scrub, a dumb scrub like that, like shoot the club up.
Yeah, right.
But I would say the same thing to her. Like, girl, you should have thought about that. Like, the baby's here and he's still dumb. He was dumb when you met him, but he's supposed to be smart.
He was dumb when you met him, and you already knew what it was, man.
You knew what it was, right? Let's work it out.
Let's tap in real quick with the homies on the side, man. In the comments, Wilbur says exactly. You can't control no woman, just like you can't control the way a topic is gonna go.
Right.
Fuck you, Wilbur.
All right. He said fuck you, Wilbur. So we got Debo in the comments. He just commented. He said that's why you got to be more careful with your seed.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Then get to her crib, her house dirty, her kids bad and dirty, and she pregnant with your baby.
You in trouble.
And it's just a dirty situation. It's just a dirty situation.
That's far away from.
Keep this out. Did you hear what was just said?
Yeah.
This is the bigger fucking problem. The mentality is so fucked up. Like, the fact that my man says in the comments, you gotta be more careful, blah, blah, blah. When you get to her crib, nigga, you already out of crib? You didn't keep that shit out before you got to her crib?
How could
Wait,
you?
no, man, look.
How could you? They dressed up. They look good. They look good.
Hold on.
No, they look good.
But my point is,
you can't tell.
My point is, the mentality of men that men have. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit's crazy to me.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
you got to.
If you got a problem,
Let me say
leave or clean her house up. Either you leave or clean her house up.
Right.
I'm either going to clean her house up or I'm gone.
Yeah. You don't stick around and be like, oh shit, I didn't realize.
Wait, do you give her the chance to clean up? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not gonna clean up nobody's house.
But
if I'm either gonna leave, I'm not a complainer. That's weird and weak. So I'm either the options for me for D-Nick is I'm gonna clean this broad's house up or I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna complain.
Right.
I'm not gonna complain. It's her house.
Right.
I don't have no control over that.
Let me drop some real quick facts.
Oh, am I crazy?
Most single men's homes are pigs fucking sty anyway. They did a study that said most single men at a certain age don't even have bed frames and their beds are on the fucking floor. So a woman even walking in that same situation, it worked both ways. It worked both ways. You know what I'm saying?
You got a bed frame?
Yeah.
I don't have a bed. You got a bed frame?
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? You're not talking about an air mattress. We're not talking about a
dirty motherfucker with his sheets hanging all on the floor.
Hey, Debo. Hey, so Debo said in the comments, nope, the hotel. He said you don't know what to you don't know what to expect. Listen to this, bro. This is important. Y'all motherfucking talking about picking a bitch. You don't know what to expect with casual sex until you get to know them. That's real shit, bro. Y'all talking about picking a bitch, but you just met her at the club. She looked good. You fucked her, and now she's pregnant, and she's a fucking psychopath, dude.
Why you doing stupid shit like that? Stop doing
Hold
stupid
up,
shit
bro.
like that. Man, I get no amnesty.
We're not humping. We're just fucking around. We're at the club. We're at the club fucking bitches. Yes, that's what it is. Bro. These young bloods are fucking broads at the club raw. Yes,
there's a cost to that.
That's
There's
right.
a cost.
I've been said
So
respect,
you have
though.
to eat the cost. I've been there. I ain't no saint.
Come on, dude.
We all been there.
I'm not gonna put nobody
we
out there.
all-
I ain't been there.
We all
been
fucking been there.
I ain't got no babies running around here. So
I
I'm
ain't either, nigga.
A couple maybe.
I ain't either, bro.
A couple maybe.
I ain't either. G.
You know what they say? Yeah, I got 2 kids and 3 potentials. You know what I mean? Like,
I know, man.
Man, bro. I mean that man, that's what cats is doing. That's what cats is doing. But like I said,
That's
but
right.
like if you're not gonna be responsible enough and do what you need to do up front, then like that is on you.
Now,
That's on you.
let's go. That's
One, you got to eat the cost. Second,
Right. That's a
one, you should be
comment.
preventative measures. But if you don't,
Right.
then you got to eat the cost.
Eat that.
Yeah,
That's you.
exactly.
I got somebody in
Exactly.
the comments that I you know, this person is a respectable, very respectable person, and she says Tracy Gillum says makes no sense. If you fuck somebody you don't know, then you get what
You get what you
deserve.
got. You got what you
Yeah,
got.
that's
Right.
fact.
What is that? No,
That's
fuck
facts,
that.
though.
What does
That's
that mean
right.
in nowadays? No,
I'm gonna
hold
tell
on.
you what it means.
What does that mean in nowadays terms? That means you're gonna date and not fuck for 6 months to a year. Get the
If you
fuck out of here, bro.
if you set those rules, you
It don't
set
work
your
that
own
way.
rules.
It doesn't work that way. If you're dating on Tinder, Facebook dating, anything, you're gonna fuck within 90 days. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here, bro.
Whoa,
How do you
whoa,
get to know somebody?
Shit.
She
Whoa,
talking
whoa,
about
whoa,
you
whoa.
get what you deserve. You can't meet nobody in 6 months. I mean, bruh, how can you pick that? People go crazy. You know that, Heat.
I don't know shit. What you mean?
Nick,
He's like, hell no
I
shit.
highly
go
disagree,
fucking crazy,
Jizzle.
bro. You can't pick.
You are in charge of your life. So if you don't want to smash like right away, you don't gotta smash. Have
She
some
said
control
dirty
and
dick,
have some
baby,
self-control.
whatever.
What is
Yo, you see, now, D-Nick, this is what I was talking about. The mentality.
What's the
is
rush?
Fucking ridiculous.
Tracy, how long do you wait to have sex? How long do you wait to have sex on a date? No, I'm being real. We talking about it. How long do you wait to have sex on a date? After a date? Or how many dates after do you have sex? Since we talking about, okay, we're going to use protection. You are going to use protection, but how many dates do you wait? Do you go 3 months? Do you go 6 months? Do you make them wait a year? How long do you wait before sex? She talking about it. She's
That
depends. That depends. Like that depends on whatever her time frame. People who set like dates, like I'm not gonna have sex with this person for 30 days. That only says like 2 things where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna wait for you, or all right, I just gotta hold out for 30 days and then I can be a scumbag like all I want. That ain't got nothing to do with knowing the person. You know what I'm saying? If you're depending on how good a judge of character you is and what they show you they are, you know, like that could be a day, that could be a month, that could be a year. Like
a year? Who waits a year? Who you know waited a year?
I know a lot of people that wait a year, but I know a better caliber of dudes than you do.
Hey, I'm with the scumbags. I'm with all the scumbags, Nick. I'm with the scumbags. You got me right. You figured it out. I'm with the scumbags.
Yeah, okay.
The grimy cats, man.
Yeah,
grimy
this
cats.
This is I'm glad you guys are having fun. This is part of the problem.
Well, I am having fun.
In the thinking and the thought process.
Jesus Christ.
This is the problem. What I'm saying,
bro, we're having a conversation.
I know.
And we got to be able to talk about it in fucking.
Sure.
We're figuring it out. We're talking. We're laughing. It's gonna be like that, bro. It's not gonna be a serious
We're
conversation.
talking about it in all levels, B.
It's on all levels, bro. You can't knock us.
Who said I'm not listening?
No, because you're telling us it's not a joke, but we're laughing because we're trying to understand it as we go. That's why we're doing this, bro.
Okay. I get
Don't knock us because we're having a good time.
I'm saying what you didn't allow me to finish. I'm saying that is the problem with the mentality like that. That is the problem. That's why we have these issues with men dealing with these quote unquote baby mamas and the drama that ensues because of that. This is part of that thinking. That's part of the problem. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to shut y'all up. Speak your shit. Say what you got to say. But this is part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? And just like D-Nick was saying, and Tracy Gillen was saying, you got to eat that thing at the end of the day. If that's what your lifestyle is like, and if that's what you want to do, you got to eat that.
Let's go back to the comments.
Let's go back to the comments.
Jessica said yes. Scroll up real quick, Heat. We missed like a few comments. Jessica said, give us 1 second. She said yes, you can fucking be safe. Tracy said put a condom on ASAP. It depends. Jessica said use protection.
She was talking about it depends, I think, on the time.
Yeah, it depends on the time. Use protection. Debo said condoms ain't even 100%. I got a son now. Should have named him Hercules. Wow. And E. Johnson, friend to the show, said the military lifestyle has made me neat and clean and have left some pretty women because I have seen their crib and it was shit. Jessica said, it doesn't matter how long you wait. If you don't want a baby, be mature and use protection. Correct. Use protection. She also said protection is not only condoms, but should be used with birth control also. E. Johnson said, I can't stand her to have a dirty chick. Shout out to E. Johnson.
Also, too, women can't stand to have a dirty ass dude. Let's be really clear on both sides of this shit.
Unless you find a dirty motherfucker that's just as dirty as you, and y'all just be dirty together.
Yeah,
so go be dirty, motherfucker.
Yeah, just be dirty together.
Go be dirty and be
happy.
happy.
In a dirt bath.
Be happy and be dirty. Then you can be happy and dirty.
Men, we should be the ones to make women wait for sex 6 months. We the ones on the hook if she does get pregnant, like you said.
Hey, you making a girl wait 6 months to fuck? Hey, come on, man. We talking about it, bro. You making a girl wait 6 months to have sex?
If she's worth, if it's worth the wait, yeah, absolutely. If it's worth the wait, absolutely.
Yeah.
I might have some shit to figure out. I don't like, you know.
Like, listen.
All right. Well, have you ever dated a girl for 6 months and waited to have sex for 6 months?
Yeah, much longer than that, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes, listen.
Not me.
Listen.
All
okay,
right.
well then,
Nick,
that's
I mean, Levi got to get it however he get it, because you know it ain't too many offers coming. So.
No, but D-Nick, have you ever waited more than 6 months?
Yeah, for sure.
But look at it this way. Like, if you really going to think about it, like if you are really looking for a relationship, if you're out there having casual sex, my guy, and you knock a bitch up, that's on you. But if you're looking for a real relationship and you want to really be down with this chick, you'll wait. It's an investment. It's like it's an emotional investment.
Until you're 50, you ain't got no girlfriend.
Huh?
Until you're 50, you ain't got no girlfriend.
Until what?
Until you're fucking 50 and you're fucking waiting. I know a lot of people that are really selective about their dating and they're fucking
be.
But they're
because
still,
this goes back to the beginning.
Yeah, but they're fucking 50 and still single because they haven't found the right one. You gotta accept the flaws that come with some people.
Okay, that's true. But what you're saying, so if I heard you correctly, I mean,
you eat the cost on all parts of the cost. There's a cost for being a certain level of selective. There's a cost for being super loose and reckless and putting your junk on a crap table. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything has a cost. Yeah. Everything has a cost, but you can't be mad. So when telling dudes, which is like what I understand is the point of how you're encouraging to deal with this, you have to be honest and atone for your actions. You have to check your ego and atone for your actions. And that shit is a practice. That shit is a practice. You have to practice discipline. You have to practice checking your ego. You have to practice waiting and not just, giving the girl the baloney pony just because she hot. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you got to practice.
100%. Let's go back into the comments, man. Debo said.
Well, Tracy Gillen said, make sure the woman is taking birth control.
Make sure the woman that you're dating is taking birth control. Debo said, right man should look for all the red flags. That's why I said we should be more selective and be more willing to wait. But we ain't like that. That is not gonna happen. Jessica said, "Preach."
Yeah.
Tracy said, "Just because you're not having sex doesn't mean you can't be sexual while you get to know each other." That's real shit.
Yeah. Oh, so you done changed up now. You
No,
was
no,
with the
no, no,
scumbags
no.
2 seconds ago, shooting up the fucking club. Now you done holstered your gun and took the clip out, and now you want to skip and shit. I see what you're talking about.
No,
bro.
man,
Scumbags sometimes have
I feel
feelings,
Tracy
too.
though. You can definitely be sexual with somebody without having sex. Actually, a couple years ago, when I was getting back into the dating game, I did tell the woman that I met over Plenty of Fish that I wanted to wait at least more over than 30 days. And it actually passed 30 days. And she was the one that was like, "No, you're gonna give me that shit." And so that's kind of how that happened. But I was willing to wait. I was willing to wait the 30 days or whatever it was. So I could see if I could wait 30 days, I could see waiting.
Can we look at it as
Where you get these numbers from? Where's these numbers
No,
coming
you know
from?
why? Because
stats for himself?
because people that I know go on dates with girls and they fuck right away. That's why, bro. That's
No,
why
I'm not talking about the waiting. I'm talking about why is it 6 months and 30 days? What is the number? Why is that number?
Because I think that I've been on the dating apps and I've seen girls that say, "I'm not trying to have sex. I don't want to have sex at all. I just want to get to know somebody for at least a year and however, and they just want to get to know people. And so it's just, if you want to fuck with that, that's what you got to fuck with." I know a girl that's on Facebook. She's a storyteller, very prominent girl. She's very vocal about how she's asexual and she dates guys and doesn't want to have sex. And she tells them when she meets them, "I do not want to have sex. This is not what this is. I am not going to have sex." And she builds relationships built off of that.
As you should.
But you got to be a special motherfucker for a girl to tell you, "I'm not gonna fuck you for 6 months," and you dating her. Like,
you doing
come
all
on.
You
that.
don't have to be special, my guy. That does not make you a superhero. It's not like you got some kind of superpower. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh fuck.
I'm still stumped because I'm still stumped why 30 days is the magic number.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty
I think
good.
it's a feeling and not
read the comments.
time.
We
Yeah,
missed telling comments.
Yeah, so in the comments, Jessica said exactly we got to that. And Debo said true. I'm not sure when he said true too. Hopefully it was some shit I said. Debo again, he's laughing face, strong hand emoji. Tracy Gill says dick control. Nice. I think she was talking about you
she said
for your 30 days.
She said, "I think it's a feeling and not an exact time."
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, look, man.
We all acting like people not dating to fuck though. We sitting here acting like in the conversation like people not dating to fuck, bro.
No, we're not.
Why are we doing that?
No. Bro, I don't even know how I got to this point because I've been trying to keep the shit on task. But I guess it kind of works into the conversation because if you're gonna like if you get a girl pregnant right now, you want to tell her what to do. She's got the kid, whatever in the fuck. Let's go and take that back to the future a little bit. If you had taken the time to get to know her, maybe you would know the things that you know now that she had a kid and you're feeling whatever way you're feeling. Had you taken the time and got to know her and built a relationship with her, built a friendship with her, built these things with her, then you would understand who the person is. And then maybe shooting up the club, you ain't exactly shooting up the club. You sitting at the bar like, bring them on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but you're talking fairy tale shit.
No, I'm not. It's real life.
That to me, no, bro, that doesn't happen all the time. That doesn't happen where you meet a girl, become friends, be friends with her for a long time, build this beautiful relationship. You reaching, bro.
No, I'm not.
You reaching with that shit.
You're reaching for
You just don't be around the right chicks.
Don't do me like that.
we gotta introduce you to some moral girls.
A little higher up on the ladder.
Hey, Digo message me and be like, "Hey, come over here to Saturday night at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna introduce you to some."
This is gonna be like, I don't want to meet none of them moral girls.
She said, so Debo said, "Women want what they can't have. Better learn the power of attraction," and that's real shit. Because we done seen some horrible motherfuckers with some bad bitches, and been like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
Hey, look, shameless plug. But I have Microphone Misfits have a song. It's called VMPA, and that's based on this conversation. You pick a mate based on 4 principles. That's why we call it VMPA. Values, morals, proximity, and or addictions. Those are the 4 reasons why people pick a mate. Values, morals, proximity, and or addictions.
Right. I
So,
agree.
you know, whatever you on is what you on. When it was, man, if I'm in college and I'm out in Lake Forest, Illinois, where ain't nothing around there but like white folks that don't want me walking around that area in Lake Forest, then
Open up
you
that
know,
camera.
I'm a, for lack of a better term, I'm a slave to my proximity and things that surround me. You know, as a grown ass man that has been through some things and all that stuff, man, I function and I live because I'm happy right now. I function with my values and my morals. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time in my life I was on my addictions, which was, you know, like, you know, sex. And I was just, so that's how you choose a mate. And, you know, and everybody either has a piece of that or all of that super extreme. That's why you see those super extreme religious girls that are really bam, bam, bam. They're on their morals and their values. You see them girls like, I don't go, you know, and all of that. And they just, yeah. So it is what it is.
Speaking about, the only reason that I'm saying this is speaking on what you're saying, speaking about morals and speaking about values. Debo said, y'all ever notice when you're in a good relationship and you're happy and you get way more action than when you're single? And I think that part of what you're saying about having values and moral comes into play in that, because you get that action, you still get the action or the offer of action. But if you're a man of morals, you're fucking knowing how to conduct yourself around that shit.
Well, I think what he's saying is like he's like saying, you ever notice that when you're in a relationship, you're happy, blah blah blah. Now you're getting more
Everybody
action
okay?
from other women. That's because, my G, when you're in a relationship, you're happy, you got to glow, you got to, and you're carrying yourself differently, you're being different. It's a bit different than it's not. That's not the power of attraction and shit. That's not they just getting at you because it's because you're carrying yourself a certain way. You're doing things differently. You're not a you know
where we live at. We live in the United States.
Yeah.
Everything is capitalism, and you know, like they go so everything is capitalism and corporatocracy. That don't just happen in business. That happens in our whole social circle. So the way we function, you know what I'm saying, and the way people function is like, oh, he happy. That means he got some woman. He making some woman happy. He got a glow. He either got a big old thing or he got a nice job. Or I want that for me. And so
how about he just be a good fucking person? How about that?
Or that too. That's another thing. And they whatever the reason, they want it all. I work with kids. Like I have to turn stuff down left and right because you know mothers are always trying to tip you. And tip means to ensure proper service. So they're always trying to make sure, like, ooh, he would be a great dude. Asset to my. We all saw Forrest Gump.
Right.
Yeah.
But I see Gillum says if you date to fuck, then you should pay for sex. You should pay for sex workers. Make it easier on yourself. Good one. That's a damn good one.
Yeah,
like, you know, if that's what you want to do. You want to shoot up clubs, man. And you can buy that shit all day long, man. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna hit your pockets, but you can pay for it all day long.
It's there. It's there. It's there for the taking if you want it. If that's what you want to do.
Debo says they become curious. OT, what are you thinking, man? You're sitting over there. You're being awfully quiet. There's been a lot of talk, man. There's a lot of shit. This shit just went ape shit crazy to me. I mean, like, I'm gonna like when this show's over, I'm gonna sit down and have to debrief myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to literally sit down and go like, what the fuck just happened? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to fucking decompress. You know what I'm saying? I like for the life of me. This really shows how the mentality and I now I kind of get it when women say masculine toxicity. You know what I mean? Like some of that shit is like what? Wait, what? But I'm no different than any other motherfucker because I've also been down that road myself. I've also been down that road and done a lot of stupid ass shit. But with that, you still got it somewhere in there as a grown ass man. You got to fucking grow. You got to be able to have growth somewhere. You got to be able to build yourself. I mean, like, if not, then I guess you're just gonna have a bunch of kids and a bunch of trauma and a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That ain't me though. I don't want none of it. I don't want no smoke from that. You know what I'm saying? But seriously though, what are you thinking, OT? You're over there. You're awfully quiet.
If somebody just checking in with us, this is the check-in. You know, we out here talking about this. The biggest thing is as you see, but the common thread with us is we've all been through something. Now we talk about them youngsters out there that's just knocking them back, you know, shooting up the club, spraying anything they get their hands on, you know. And it's probably because
like pesticide or something.
Ain't nobody did what we talking about is sit down and talk to them. So we got broken cultures and they out for the wrong thing. So part of me tells, yeah, that's what we're talking about. The other part of it is, like you said, if had somebody sat down with half of us, we'd have probably been a little bit better, a little further along anyway. But we've gotten to this place now through experience and life.
Right.
So we doing good. I mean, we in a solid place. All my brothers here doing positive thing. I'm proud of you guys. I'm trying to take the high road on this.
Nah, ain't no fuck the high road. I mean, like you're trying to take the road, the road, the easy way out, bro. Like
no.
Go down the one-way street for a second with us, like for real.
Take the high road.
Fuck the high road. I want to hear what OT's really thinking. I don't want to hear his glorious got my hand on the Bible thought. I want to hear what he's really fucking thinking.
OT is practicing being the best that he can be.
That's right.
All right.
All that you can be, all that old bullshit we grew up with, yeah.
But I can accept that.
But to say we've all been there. That's why we can all identify with it. We all been in there. Hey, and like you said, you pick a bad one out the club. We know we all know that pretty one we probably should we left alone just because she was virtuous and you know and she was kind of friend to cousin, you know. Homie with a friend.
Might not have been pretty, OT. She might have been the last straggler, struggler, straight salami smuggler in the club. And that happens too. You know what I'm saying? It's
y'all ain't never experienced a woman be like, you know what, you a good brother.
Right.
I'm really nasty and wild. I don't think you want to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never experienced that?
Hey, brothers. Hey, but let me tell you something. I met something back in Arkansas. This is probably about 10 years ago. It had a tramp stamp across their back. When she was at the bar, it said "nothing nice." And when she turned back, she looked at it.
It meant what it said.
We ain't just gonna run past that. That shit said, was it NUTTIN? Would it apostrophe over?
Nothing nice.
It was nothing nice.
Nothing.
Hey, fellas, and she turned around, and looked me in the eye, and said, "Yeah, that's right."
God damn, I'd have ran away from that bitch. Hey, bro, be careful. We don't want to get you banned from Facebook again.
If you only date to fuck, then you should pay for sex. Wonder you should pay for a sex worker.
You gonna pay one way or another. You gonna pay on
yourself.
Yeah,
that's what Tracy said. Scroll up a little bit, bro. We missed a couple months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
they become curious. So he said,
they become curious about. When you got the soul glow.
Scroll down. Debo said they become curious. Erwin Carrera, shout out to DNA Beats in the motherfucking building.
DNA on the
he says salami smuggler.
I hate to say his name, but that's Ice Cube. You know, he's the straggler.
Salami smuggler. Jesus Christ. All right. Where are we at, bro?
I mean,
where are we at?
I mean, it is what it is. At this point, I'm not throwing my hands up. I'm not surrendering.
Did we just give up on love on this episode of the check-in? Did we just literally give up on love live on camera? What the fuck is going on, bro?
No, don't point. First of all, don't point over here.
We all looking at D-Nick like D, save us.
No,
say something. No, fuck that. Save us. Say something, D. Give us some kind of hope. I gave up. No, fuck that. I'm done.
You gonna listen to him? I've been saying this.
No,
I've been saying the whole fucking show. No. Now all of a sudden you think D-Nick saved me?
No, because D-Nick's got certifications and you don't.
Nigga. Certified. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I was shooting up clubs. You hood certified. Stop talking to me.
You hood certified.
Stop talking to me. No, but on some real shit, like you know, we all been through shit. We all been weathered the storm. Some of us, you know, Some of us fell to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? But shit,
I fell to the wayside.
No, I didn't say some of. I said some of us fell to the wayside. I weathered the storm. I see that you're here, my guy. You're here, so you're still.
Hey, Tracy's laughing. Debo's laughing.
Everybody laughing. This shit's
Everybody
crazy
laughing,
right
man.
now.
Hey, look,
Because motherfuckers are out of their mind nowadays. That's just the bottom line. What the fuck? I'm sitting here next to you, and I don't even know who you are right now.
Does love exist or not, bro? No. Is love possible or not? Then after this conversation, you can't control nobody. You can't control shit. Is love even possible? Is the situation that your grandmother and your grandfather had still available, or is it no longer available because motherfuckers don't give a shit?
Love is an impulse developed from a habit.
Okay, I like that. Take that.
Say that one more time.
You get that, Gizzo?
Gizzo needs to be saved.
Your
right
grandfather didn't have Tinder and Facebook dating, because if he did, he would have not been with your grandmother for 60 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 66.
And I'm talking to my grandmother and my grandfather and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have that. That's why those relationships lasted that long.
No, those relationships lasted out of necessity.
Bro, who do you know right now that's been together for fucking 10, 15 years?
Well,
it's very limited.
You gotta adjust.
Very limited. Nobody makes 10 or 15 years nowadays.
If they do, it's
how long you been?
That's none of your fucking business.
All right.
Damn.
So you're not willing to share on the show how long?
25.
Wow. Okay, so there I should shut the fuck up then.
Well,
But Gizzo, you gotta adjust. You gotta adjust. Like, there's different, the variables make it hard. That's why like nuance, and that's why data is important. That's why I say that. Some people be like, what does that got to do? But because like you talk about the older generation, they had different things. Like if your grandfather went to work, you know, and he worked 12 hours a day, he ain't talking to your grandma until he come home.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So it's different where your woman can text you all the time, all day. That adds a strain. So you got to figure out how to deal with the strain. You know, how to like that's part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't go through that. Like, I mean, what my grandparents went through, my grandfather married my grandmother, and then like 2 weeks later went to World War II and was gone for 4 years.
That was she hung on until he came back.
Yeah, she wouldn't go nowhere. My grandfather had something, but
you think that would happen nowadays? If you left to war real quick and you had a girlfriend, she'll be there.
No.
She'll be
you
there
in
36 months. Will she be there in 36 months?
Now with
look. But when they say it takes, but listen, this is an important part though. When they say it takes a village to raise a child, also takes a village of right people. That's why I'm like to help. My grandfather has 7 sisters. He has 7 sisters, and so when he got with my grandmother, they're like, "Oh, we got a 8th sister," and they grab, and they're, so what? They gonna let her wild out? They gonna be hanging around her while they gonna give her temptations? Nah, she can't yield to temptation.
The comments real quick. Debo says grandma was not twerking. Tracy Gillum says this is a different generation. Your grandmother had to stay because women couldn't and didn't want to leave. That's not the case anymore. Debo says
that wasn't the case then.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
That's a myth. Like necessity was important.
What you mean? It's a myth that they didn't want to leave it.
I'm saying
necessity was important.
I'm saying that's not the totality of why people stayed.
Why did they stay?
Huh?
Why did they stay then? Why did women stay in them situations for 40, 50 years?
There's a lot of different reasons.
Yeah,
you don't stay on your job, Gizzo, or you don't stay in hip hop for one reason. There's a lot of reasons you stay in hip-hop. There's a lot of reasons you stay in your job. And that's another advice to men. You can't have one pillar, bro. You got to have several pillars. You know what I'm saying? Because when they were like, man, I heard a dude say this to, like, a chick asked this dude, and he was a gay dude too, and it was crazy. Chick asked him, like, you think all men cheat? And he was like, I don't think all men cheat, but I think all dicks get hard. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, that's a jewel. That's a bar right there, homie. Because now you gotta You have like all of that is about, you know, how many pillars of strength you got. You got your kids that hold you accountable. You got your finances that hold you accountable. You got your love for that woman that holds you accountable. You got your hurt that if you see her hurt, that'll hold you accountable. You also got your frustration, like I don't want to deal with no other bitches but mine. Like that's what holds you accountable. It's
right. And comments real quick, D-Nick. Yeah. They're going crazy right now in the comments.
Yeah, it's going crazy. Go ahead, hit that OnlyFans. Go up, scroll up. We missed a lot.
Hit the OnlyFans.
Debo, start with
Debo.
Debo
Says OnlyFans made sure that grandmas in the future are going to have their grandson shamed in every classroom across America. Goddamn.
Jesus Christ. DNA Beach. What did DNA say?
He said love is to be comfortable and accept the flaws. Shout out to DNA. Tracy Gillen says it depends on the woman. Probably not if you met her in the club and sexed on the first night. That's about like
okay. It was. She said it was financial back then.
Yeah.
Keep the DNA said keep a happy home. Yeah, Tracy Gilman says divorce was. Tracy Gillam says divorce was taboo back in the day. Women made less and could not leave. Men wouldn't date women who were divorced with kids.
That's another really? Variable. Yeah,
back in the day, women with kids weren't getting married.
I can't speak for other cultures. In black cultures, they used to give the a lot of mothers, like especially a teenage mom, they would give it to their mother to raise as like the kid. So a lot of people grew up thinking that.
We're talking about further than that, like you know what I'm saying. When we're talking about grandparents and shit like that.
No, he said back in the day. So I just went to the reference point of like yesteryear when we glamorized yesteryear. A lot of those kids were raised by their grandmothers, just like today, but they were raised by their grandmothers under the guise that grandma is my mom and my mama is my sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and my grandparents is why they instilled compassion in me. My grandmother was a teenage mom, you know, with her first kid, and my grandfather was a teenage divorcee. So they were both considered damaged goods in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so Debo says because family actually meant something back then. Kids are taught that dads aren't important anymore. That's kind of the truth there, I would say. Therefore, daughters are growing up thinking a man isn't necessary.
That's not true, bro. That's not true. There's a lot of women do accept the fact that you need a man.
We also got a youngster in the building. Cam, he's in the building, who also has a totally different perspective on it because he's a youngster. So, like one of the things we're talking about is Jizzo was saying. You know, about shooting up the club, just going in there, just banging out, having a fucking jolly good time with your fucking ding dong, and then you get a girl pregnant. It's like, you know, whatever, like, or you know, whatever the fuck. I mean, wow, Tracy Gillam. Oh wow, she says, "Are men necessary?" Of course, we're fucking necessary. You kidding me?
Are men necessary? See, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
Conversation.
That's what I'm talking about because they're
trying to throw gas.
No, I'm just throwing gas, but at the same time, that's how they really feel nowadays because of how everything's going on and how they just. I don't know, bro. I feel like there's a big switch in the where grandma used to be the leader of the house, and now kind of it's like. We don't fucking need no man. Grandpa doesn't need to be around right here. Like,
well, it's that modern woman syndrome. You know, that's what that is. You know, and that
we need each other. I feel like we need each other. I have never felt once like we don't need women and women aren't a part of the fucking are a part of the thing. We even talked about that on this show. We want the woman, the commentary, the comments, the reflection on what they're thinking about what we're talking about. That's why it's important that Tracy is in the comments. DNA said, well, it's faster these days than back in the day. Technology changes things. And that's what we were talking about. Your grandma having a dating website and not having a dating website. Because now I could just fucking swipe right or swipe left, find a chick, go date her, go be with her, take over her family.
First of all, you ain't trying to date. You already said you're going to find that chick, you're going to swipe right. You're gonna fucking go over there, you're gonna bang her ass out, and you're gonna leave.
But that's how
I feel like you're speaking for me.
That is what you said.
Tracy said, "Are men necessary for what?" Dubo said, "I told y'all." Jessica said, "Families need both, and yes, women need men. That's we need each other. Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's why
Right.
we accept and want the woman comment on this show, and we want y'all to get on the live and link on the live with y'all. Jessica
We also have
I
to
don't-
celebrate. We also have to celebrate the chicks that say we're not necessary. Because I don't want to be around nobody that thinks I'm not necessary.
I don't want to
Absolutely.
celebrate
That's
that.
facts.
Why are you
That's
celebrating that?
right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's her name?
Tracy
Tracy.
said-
Thank you.
Tracy
That's
said,
great.
of course, men
Who's
are
gonna
necessary
kill
for the family unit. Jessica said, I don't want to do everything.
And she said, "Who's going to kill the spider?"
DNA said we need both. It's a circle, full cycle. Jessica also said, who's gonna kill the spider? So yes. And when the
She got slippers.
when the vase falls off of the dresser in the middle of the night, you gotta get up and you gotta go look and who the fuck made the noise. No, don't walk
But
away.
see-
No, don't
But
fuck
see,
away.
but see, my
You see
thing.
how fast he walked away on that
But yo,
question?
G,
Well-
but yo, G. But see, that's what I'm saying though. It's like, you want to go, and make a comment like that, but then you're gonna be like, well, who's gonna kill the spider? But if you say that we're not needed, then you
Hold on, did we say- did we- are we-
I seen that.
are we talking about equal
then she
rights?
can kill the spider then.
Are we talking about equal right here? Because if we are, she needs to also get up and go with you downstairs.
She said, "I didn't say men aren't necessary. I just asked, are men necessary?"
You asking a bunch of men if we're fucking necessary.
I can answer that. Some are, some are not.
You said what? You said
Some
what?
are, some are
Yeah.
not.
Right.
So choose
You're right,
carefully.
man.
Cam, what do you think about that, Cam?
What do you think, Cam?
You think you're necessary? This is a young man. He's in his 20s. What do you think? You think as
Yeah,
a man, you
I
you're necessary?
think men are definitely necessary. You know what I'm saying? Because who's gonna teach the little boy to be a man? You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from, someone who was raised by women.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was like difficult for me. Some situations I wish
Right
that I
there.
was,
Diva.
harder and more stern, and I'm not, because I got that sensitive side because of my mom and my aunt.
Yep.
So I feel like if a father figure was around, those
Right
things
there.
would change. So yeah, I
Exactly.
definitely think that men are necessary. I mean, think about all the young black men that are in jail right now. Most of those guys don't have dads.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's
And I'm not
facts.
saying the
That's
mom ain't
facts.
doing her thing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the mom ain't doing her thing, but you know what I mean? When she's not there working and stuff, and, you got, little homie running the streets, trying to make ends meet for her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because the man's not there. So yeah, it's definitely
Well,
necessary.
It's definitely necessary. Debo
Right.
says in the comments, this isn't this day and age. This is America. That's why you have the Passport Brothers movement. So it's not a sign of the times. It's a Western world bullshit. DNA said everyone has a job, period. Tracy said, I didn't say men are necessary. I just asked. Erwin said, period. Are you laughing my ass off? D said, yes, D, facts. Debo said that hurt.
The hardest thing to do
DNA
is
said the hardest
control your emotions.
Yeah, control
Absolutely.
your emotions. And I
Yeah.
think that goes back to the original question about if you are just a baby daddy, is your woman that you are with single until she
Okay,
is
so
married?
we got two women in the comments right now. Let's leave that question to them.
Let's go.
And then I'll ask that question to Cam that's sitting in behind the scenes right quick. If you have children with a woman and you're not with her, do you have the right to tell her anything? You have the right to tell her how to dress? You have the right to say anything to her about what she does in her life?
Absolutely not. I feel like the only right that you have is what is going on with your kids. That's the only right that you have. You don't have no right to tell her what to do. You have no say who she's dating and all that other stuff. The only thing, like, I'm in that situation myself because, my baby mama right now currently lives in California. You know what I mean? So what she does is none of my business. Now, when she brings another man in the house, of course, I'm going to be, check who he is, figure who he's out because he's around my kids. You know what I'm saying? So with that point, I can see why a person would ask that, but no, it's none of our business. The only thing that we should, worry about is what's going on with the kids. It's going to just cause, problems. That's all it's going to do. Because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been that guy that was like, what? you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. What about the kids? Woochie woochie whoop. And what did that do? It didn't do nothing but make me not see my kids. You know what I'm saying? It made more problems, more conflict. It made my kids sad. You know what I'm saying? A lonely night. So
Tracy Gilliam says, this brings us back to the point earlier. Even if you barely know the woman and she gets pregnant, you have to stay involved for the sake of the child. Okay. And Erwin says,
I like the word. I like he said involved. He didn't say
right.
stay with her. He said
control.
Right. DNA says, nah, you have your opinion. I don't know. Jessica says, yep, exactly. So we got to get to these comments more soon. That we know exactly.
We're gonna make sure to tap in live to the comments. Debo said, I got custody of my kids. I'm a different type of baby daddy. I don't care, and my kids ain't there. DNA said, well, love is love, and it will hopefully do right. Then again, Tracy said, your only concern is the well-being of your child.
This is what I said earlier. That's what I said earlier. But
exactly. But if your mom, if okay, so she could dress like a hoe, but unless she's on drugs or some crazy shit, then that's when you step in and say something.
Nobody tells you what the fuck to wear when you get up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
No, but what I'm saying,
those low cut fucking jeans, you're showing off your hips. Nobody tells you that shit. Don't worry about it. Like,
but what I'm saying is when you get to that, okay, but that's what I'm saying. That's where you get involved. You get involved when it affects your kids.
Absolutely.
That's what the point. That's what the point. That's what the point of this was.
But that's
you
the
get
only.
Involved.
That's the
now
only time you get
when
involved.
She's wearing some skimpy shit. Now when she's doing whatever.
Yeah,
she's
that's
doing,
the only time
when
you
it's
get involved.
affecting the well-being of your children.
Right, and go about it in the proper way, or take the proper avenues. Don't be the dumbass and you know, I don't know. Maybe you don't have really good conflict resolution, and you go over there and you think you're doing the right thing, and you end up fighting and arguing, and nothing gets accomplished. And then the kids see the shit, and then blah blah. The shit keeps going and going. You're in this fucking never-ending circle. You know. Tracy Gillen says usually if you meet her with her boobs out and butt hanging out, having a child ain't gonna change.
And that's what we talked about earlier. If you met your broad at a fucking club, shaking her ass, and you still got with her and had a kid with her, so that's what I'm saying. But even if the conversation goes both ways, okay, you didn't meet her shaking her ass, you met her at a regular place, you got with her, you had sex with her, you had a kid, she still turns out to be fucking crazy.
Look how he said that.
Yeah, that happened.
No, it happened. What you talking about, bro? You meet a girl at a club. She's beautiful. She seems normal. You have sex with her. You end up having a kid. She turns out crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what. I got a perfect answer for you. You want the answer? I'll give it to you right now.
I want to hear what Ken got.
You get to him in just a second. You should have put your 30-day cape on and your 60-day draws on, nigga. That's it.
Get the fuck. Yeah, break that down.
Break that down.
Yeah, what the fuck? Everybody in a pimp. Everybody in a pimp. Break that down. Everybody in a pimp. Break that shit down.
They know what you're talking about.
Man.
He said, "I'm gonna put my foot in this bitch's mouth." Jesus Christ.
Gizzo, here's the thing.
Read the comments. Read the comments.
Explain it to you.
Explain it to me.
Because earlier you said some shit about who the fuck's gonna wait 30 days, who's gonna wait 60 days, and I said if she's that beautiful to you and she's whatever in the fuck, but you didn't know she was crazy, well, you should have put on your 30-day cape and your 60-day draws, nigga. Okay, next.
All right, Gizzo. That's why I asked you about that 30 days. I was what are the goals in that 30 days? Because ain't nobody crazy overnight. Nobody's just
wake up.
Yeah, like you'll see. That's what the 30 days should be for. There should be goals to see how crazy and how clean whatever. Okay, nobody's crazy overnight.
Yeah, exactly. You saw the red flags. You should have known better. Anyway, Tracy Gilliam says there's nothing you can legally do. Yes, we know that about her clothes. Of course, we know that about how she dresses. And DNA says yes, G. The kids are the future. Okay, all women are crazy. Okay, so sex and attraction this is DNA. Sex and attraction are part of the world. You don't know her or him if you live with them then for 3 years period. Yeah, that's true. You gotta you know what I'm saying? Put them draws on, boy. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of yeps and laugh my asses off. If DNA says if she's crazy, you should have smelt that. Mad red flag going up. You ignored it because the cat good. What the fuck do I say every fucking show? You should have known it. The motherfucking red flags was there, but you chose to ignore them and stick your fucking dick in it. So
Some people are good at hiding that, though. Some people are good at hiding that.
Here's the demo. Why do you go out on a date? Why do you go out on a date?
Well, if you ask Jizzo, it's to smash. So let's be clear. Tracy Gillen says if you weren't blinded by the cooch, okay, listen. Tracy Gillen says she makes a point. If you weren't blinded by the cooch, then maybe you could have seen the crazy creeper.
That's what I'm asking. Why do you go out on a date? What is the reason? What is the reason for going out on a date?
Yeah, why do you go out on dates?
Why do I go on dates?
Don't fucking lie.
I go out on a date to get to know someone, catch
Get
someone's
your-
vibe.
Get your Mormon.
I'm being for real. I'm different though. You know what I'm saying? I'm different though.
He close. Jizzo, is you going with what he said or you?
Hey, Debo said.
All I hear from him on a daily basis. Ooh, I clap that. Ooh,
Hey,
look at them
hey,
cheeks.
look,
Oh, I need some cake. Get your ass out of here. You weren't away from the Bible on this shit right here.
Hey, check this. Check this out, man. Debo said in 69 days, you can see how she acts in certain situations. Talk to her about everything and don't fuck with her if she shows red flags.
Period.
But the brother said something about people. Y'all said something about people hiding they crazy. Why do you take people out on dates? And he said to get to know them. There's also another important reason that people tend to overlook. You put people in social situations to kind of test them and trigger to see where they crazy come from. Yep. Like everybody on the screen is rap artists. So if you I call non-working artists civilians. So if you take a civilian out on a date, and then you take them to a place that we frequent, you get to see how they handle like you as an artist. If I took a date to a comic convention where like majority of Microphone Misfits big shows are, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, oh, you're really known here. If this is you, huh? It's gonna let me know what she about. If you take her on to dinner, I'm gonna know like how you eat, how your spending habits, how you come out and dress up and all. It's gonna tell you a whole lot of things without you even asking. Exactly. They do the same thing for us. Right. That's why you go out on dates. Like you got to do people. So for helping men, you got to do shit with purpose, bro. Yeah. Like, y'all.
When you take her to that fine restaurant and she orders a fucking. Wants a fucking Italian beef at a fine restaurant with French fries, nigga, she ain't for you. Okay? You know what I'm saying? When she orders that shit, when she orders nachos,
if she wants mild sauce with the steak,
yeah. Come on.
If she wants mild sauce with the steak,
big red flag.
You know that's a big red flag.
Comments real quick.
If OT,
scroll up. We're losing the comments. Scroll up.
If OT takes a girl out to dinner and she walks in and there's some military guys having a dinner she's like, look at them like suckers in their uniforms. And she be like, oh, you don't like soldiers? Got you. I'm a vet, bitch. I know. It tells you.
The crib.
Yeah.
Hey, so Erwin Garcia said, DNA said, date all day. If you can't smell that coming, it's your lesson to learn.
Yep.
Tracy said, women have to be the gatekeeper to the cooch. Because men always want to smash. Wow. Yeah, y'all the gatekeepers to the cooch. Yes, you are. Yeah. She said knowledge. Also Tracy said or DNA said go through some bad shies before they fit. You go through some bad things. E. Johnson, who was just in the live earlier.
Yeah, come back in, E.
Hey, come back in, E. He said this is a very true statement she made. If you weren't blinded by the pussy, maybe you should have seen the crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, but you get blinded by the pussy. That's the problem.
Come on.
You don't.
I don't know what you're talking
Who the
about,
fuck
son.
are you? Who the fuck are you?
I'm waving the Bible.
Debo said I do the same thing. I date to get to know somebody.
Thank you.
I just wanna fuck. I wanna fuck. Okay.
You're gonna
Tracy
get
said, yeah.
blinded if you just wanna
DNA said the
smash.
question is, can you put up with the crazy? Because
Yeah,
everyone crazy
right,
in their
that's-
own ways. Yes,
Yep.
you're gonna get it crazy. That's what I'm telling you. You can't pick the right one.
I
They all gonna have. Yes, you did.
We
You
all-
said that you
we
could
all
pick
got
the right
that
one, and you
crazy.
cannot.
never said that.
That's the
Tracy
right
said
one
they
though.
were
Just
perfect.
if you can deal with that crazy, if that crazy is comfortable for you to deal with, that's the right one. I'm crazy. Like,
DNA said, "Are you feeling it or not?" Period. Jessica said, "Hey, I ordered chicken tenders at a steakhouse." Wow. Okay. Debo's laughing at that.
That hurt. Portillo's Day.
Portillo's Day.
Portillo's.
Yes.
You feel like the herb and
I don't eat meat, so like that'll say something about me, like not eating meat. And it was like, what?
yeah, maybe she doesn't like steak. She likes chicken. Okay.
Maybe she
I'm
wants.
talking
salad.
about the chick that orders the shit that you get at the gas station at the restaurant. Okay.
What, the 3 tenders and the fries?
Yeah. Man, that's a good deal.
You go there, she looks at the menu and she goes, why can't I get catfish fried extra hard? How come I can't get catfish fried extra hard with my sauce? Yeah, anyways, this shit just went ape shit crazy, boy.
DNA said if she makes you feel like a herb, oh, respect done. E. Johnson said Portillo Day. That's right. You got to take them on them Portillo days. Take them feel special.
Not my place.
That'll make it. That's way better than McDonald's. That's like a step above.
Yeah.
Tracy said you have to make sure your issues mix with her issues.
Right.
No, but I think that just means what D-Nex said earlier about you got to be able
values, morals, proximity, and or addictions.
Say it again.
Deal with her flaws.
Values, morals, proximity, or addiction.
But does it got to be all 5, Nick? Does it got to be all 5D?
No, it can be, but it don't have to be.
What percentage has to be the highest?
That's up to you. What when you pick a partner, however the partner get, you're basing it on those 4 principles: your values, your morals, your proximity, and or your addictions.
Right now, you taking mental notes right now. You're writing this shit down.
Hey,
like,
are we not here to learn? Are we not here to learn?
100% here to learn.
These my brothers, man.
This is a learning.
You got peace from DNA. Queen said yes. What's up? Yeah, his wife says what's up. Tracy Gillum says exactly. DNA says if it fits you, yes, yeah. And Debo said my type of girl. What type of girl is it you talking about? The
slutty girl or the girl that's gonna, you know.
All right, so let's go back to this fucking Mormon missionary that we got over here behind the boards over here that is waving the Bible, saying that that's all he wants to do is get to know a chick. He's young. Now he's in his 20s. We know what he's talking about. It's bullshit.
He almost dirty. He said he's 29. He almost dirty.
It's not all bullshit, bro. It's not all bullshit. He's talking real shit.
Okay.
He's talking about his real life shit.
Okay.
Pam, tell him, bro.
Where do I begin? Like, what do you want me to? What do you want me to
say?
Look,
bro. Do you think that you if you're dating a girl and she says to you, Cam,
60 days.
She says, Cam, unless I am married, I am single. You're dating this broad. You're dating her. You're sleeping with her. You're dating her. You're going to her house. But she says to you, I am single until I am married.
That's out.
No. What you mean? Whoa. Don't fucking. What are you talking about?
That's out. Like, I would not want to be involved.
Exactly.
If she makes you wait, or
no, it's just I don't care about waiting,
simple.
but it's the fact that she's telling me that she's single when we're out here and we're mingling and dingling and spending all this time together.
Exactly.
What that means to me is that she's still keeping her options open and she's not really being serious in this whole situation. And I don't want to be involved with that.
Okay, well, Debo says I'm attracted to intelligent women. I used to have a crush on my 6th grade science teacher. Sir, that just means you like older women. I just want to let you know that.
What kind of porn are you watching?
Tracy Gillum says the end result is to smash. The end result is to smash, but each of you have to decide what you can tolerate.
Yes, that's what we're saying. You're gonna smash, but can you tolerate?
I mean, if the end result is to smash, then you're doing it all for the wrong reasons.
No,
that ain't my end result, man.
Like if you just in it to smash, it's not going to work out at all.
Okay, when you're courting a broad, are you courting her to smash? When you are courting a woman, are you courting her with the end result to smash? Yes or no?
When I'm courting her,
when you are courting her,
I didn't even heard that word.
When you are taking when you're taking her to the fucking Jay's chicken and fish for fucking shark.
Look, hey, all I gotta say is this. Hold on, before you reach your point, I say is this, and answer my question. Don't you already know whether or not you want to smash before you go out and go smash?
No.
Oh, well, when I want to smash, I know I want to smash, and here's another thing too. When I see a girl and I'm trying to smash, I know exactly what girl wants to do the same thing that I want to do too. I can tell by the first 5 minutes of the conversation that she wants to come and smash. So no, if I'm taking her to the chicken
you're
shack,
trying to smash.
No, that's not. No. It depends on what I'm trying to do at that point. When I first take out a girl, if I'm really trying to like be with that woman, like I'm not going to take her out and the first objective of me is to smash. Like, I'm going to take her out and I'm going to get to know her. And if she brings it up on the table to smash, I really don't want to be with her because she's a hoe. To be honest with you, if that's the first thing that she's thinking about on your date is to fucking have sex.
But what does that make you if that's what you're thinking on the first date?
I'm out hoeing. If I'm going out here to go smash, yeah, I'm out here hoeing. I'm out here swinging. Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's
that's not what we're talking about, though. You know what I'm
Tracy
saying?
Gillen says single just means not married. It doesn't mean she's out there searching for other dudes. Big facts.
But why would she say that she's single when you obviously take it as you're on a relationship?
She's telling you
you're not married. She's saying we're not married.
We're not married, so we're single. If you're not married to me, we are single.
I respect it.
But I would word that a little different because that can get misconstrued.
That's how she's wording it.
So you asked to clear. You asked for clarity.
If I don't have a ring, I'm single.
Yeah, she is.
How do you date a woman that's saying that? How do you
clarify? Or you deal? Or you court her?
You court her. Or like he said, you clarify. How about that?
Yeah,
you clarify beforehand. Oh, so you're gonna be single while we're dating? Well,
yeah.
And Tracy Gillen says, "Are we exclusive?"
That's a good
key word.
Hit the comments, B.
DNA says that's attraction. That's attraction. Nothing's wrong with that. Oh, you must be talking about the science teacher. But is it worth the smash? Interesting. And why is a woman a whore but a man is a pimp?
Whoa.
Come on,
you know why? Because women sleep with people off of emotion and deep connection, and men just fuck. That's why. And people may say that's cliche and that's what everybody says, but I think it's true, bro. What
was the question?
Men just fuck broads just to fuck broads. And when women pull that crazy shit where they fucking dude, they've been balling them for a minute. They've been eyeballing them for a minute and they wanted to do that. It was deeper than that. Like
Jessica says no.
Wait, what was the question?
DNA had said why is a woman a whore but a man is a pimp when it comes to smashing.
Well, if you sell pussy, then you're a whore. You know what I'm saying? If you supervise the selling of pussy,
don't get on the sexual workers, D-Nick. Don't get canceled, bro.
Right.
No, that's the clinical term. But if you a dude and you sell, I guess, dick and butt, you're a whore too. Like you're a whore too. You know, if you facilitate the selling, then you know you're a pimp or you're a madam if you're a woman. Like no,
Tracy Gillen says
women are madams.
Very old philosophy that if you're a whore, if you're a woman and you're smashing, you're a whore. If you're a man, you're smashing, you're a pimp.
Hey, but
no, you're not. You're
I'm saying.
Hey, but check it out. We're doing the comments. DNA said it only takes 5 men to repopulate the world.
I hope you got some scientific facts on that.
Tracy says sex worker. Also, E. Johnson said, does it? Also, E. Johnson said, does if we're not married, she's single, equal the amount? Oh, hold on, scroll up. We lost the comment. Hold on, 1 second.
They're going crazy in the comments.
We're going crazy in the comments. Shout out to y'all that's in the comments, man. We're going crazy. Let's go. We're scrolling up. We're not missing. E. Johnson said, if we're not married, she's single, equal the amount of respect she does or does not have for you is the greater question. So she's talking about respect, regardless if you're married, what's the amount of respect? And I think that means also that your girl could dress however the fuck she wants. DNA also said, can you sell more pickle than pie? Jessica said, women can be sexually active and it be healthy. Whoa. Hold on. No, what the fuck? What the fuck? No,
First of all,
no, it doesn't go that way.
South side. I can tell you that. They love pickles.
Okay, are you gonna date a sex worker? Jessica, if you were a man, are you gonna date a sex worker? Because you're saying that women can be sexually active and they can be healthy.
She said active, right? She said sexually active
and be healthy.
And be healthy.
I guess because men can be sexually active and be healthy. People said because women have sex offered to them daily, men get denied daily. If you a man that never gets denied that accomplishment.
That's an accomplishment.
That's an accomplishment.
If you can crack the multiple safes, you're valuable.
Knock.
I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Jessica said doesn't mean they are a whore. Tracy said women have sex because we want these days. That's right. Women have sex because they want to.
Jessica said exactly. Tracy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Tracy.
sex is healthy. You dig? All right. What the fuck, Jizzle?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
But look.
OT, what's up?
OT is over here.
We ain't fucking OT in like 30 minutes. OT, what's up, man?
He's taking the high.
OT, where you at? No, don't get out of this. Don't bow out. Oh, we need you, man. We need you.
I'm being entertained by it. Like I said, this check-in is just us talking and we rapping, man. So as long as we get off the table and everybody just having a good time, it's some deep stuff to this.
Absolutely.
Questions and statements, but for the most part, we understand what it is, y'all. You know, we all understand. Hey, women, if a man can do it, a woman can do it too, and ain't nothing wrong with it.
And a woman bench press 475 pounds.
Hey, I ain't gonna say I've been there, but
no, but she could make you go bench press 475 pounds. Go over there and bench press that 475.
Yeah, she'll do that.
You better get over there.
Get over there and get that 475. You get that 475. Lift that up.
All right.
So
with the comments, Jessica said, "You can't come in my house anymore." Jesus Christ. DNA said, "Mother Earth is women." Erwin said, "They hold you, dig." Jessica, I'm sorry.
Shit. Listen, man. This shit has been. We gotta cut this, man. We're working on 2 hours.
Right. We're going hard, bro. This shit, Jesus Christ. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, bro.
All right. Debo
said, hey, let's call it.
All right,
tap out there, nigga.
What Debo said, let's do an experiment. Girls call 3 male friends who never smashed and say you're horny now. You guys try it. Let's see how that works. Exactly. Okay. Women can't have men friends. If you Jessica, if you call any male friends that you have and you tell them that you want to fuck, they're gonna say they want to fuck. I don't care how long you've been friends.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Sorry about that, G. You right, G.
No.
I
got mad homegirls that I would never smash.
Thank you.
Well, that's you though.
That
ain't every other man though.
That's you though.
That's you though, G. That ain't every other man though, D. Yeah, you guys see it from that perspective though.
And that's a lie. That's 2 ways.
You know what I'm saying? Well, they can say that then. I don't care.
Let's look at this.
I don't care. They can say what they want to say.
Note to self: don't invite anyone from the check-in your
Whoa,
counseling
easy.
check-in when you're having
Yeah. What's up with that, Joe?
What's up with that,
No,
man?
Yeah,
no,
what's
he's
up with
talking
that,
about
Joe? Well,
He's talking about
I
you.
ain't gotta come through G. No,
It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm a
just-
counselor. It's a joke.
just talking and just trying to build with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Anyways,
Ain't
like
even
real,
like
real,
that.
quick, real quick, like there's a difference between men and women in a lot of different aspects. You know, to really kind of quantify this real quick, like and put it in perspective. Imagine if this was you, right? The moment you start having titties, motherfuckers is on you. From the day of fucking, let's say 19 years old, motherfuckers is at you, and this happens to you constantly, every day for the rest of your fucking life. You're gonna be a little different. You're gonna approach things differently. You're gonna handle things differently. Unfortunately for you, motherfuckers wasn't trying to get at you at 9. They ain't trying to get at you now, and so you're dealing with it, right?
Yes. I'm listening. I'm listening to you, bro.
I don't know what he's
No,
saying.
I'm just saying though, but on some real shit though. So women see things differently. So like when you say a girl's gonna call a guy, and
Jessica said just because you're friends doesn't mean that there is a sexual attraction.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's bullshit, bro. If you got a good looking,
Speak for yourself.
if you're chilling with a good looking person every day, in and out at work, there's gonna be some kind of fucking sexual attraction. Are we really denying that here?
I mean, it might not be attraction,
Key,
but the
if you're
thought
working
would
with
be
a
there.
fine
The
ass bitch
thought
every
could be
day,
there.
there's not gonna be no sexual attraction. Yes, there is.
Motherfucker, I can appreciate some shit from a distance. I can appreciate
But see,
art from a distance.
but see,
I can appreciate a fucking badass car from a distance. I ain't gonna jump in and steal it, motherfucker.
E. Johnson said, as long as a young boy coming into my honor moans, I was a whore manager. As a 50-year-old man, would never come at me like that. They are brothers to me and would always be gross.
All right.
I don't know what that means, brothers and
Yeah.
All
You said,
right.
know what I'm saying? Casey said what Jessica said about just because you're friends doesn't mean there is a sexual attraction. You've been around, you've had female friends, man, that you probably looked at and was like, nah, I would never try to fucking bang that. You know what I mean? Everything doesn't revolve around sex. You know what I'm saying?
what did people say?
You know what I'm saying? People said women and men are not the same. Men hunt for sex. Women decide who they want to have sex with. Women are not picking up male prostitutes off the corner, no matter how attractive he is.
Exactly.
First of all, go to Vegas, my friend, and you probably see things differently. But anyway, that's a whole nother fucking story. But you know,
Straight up.
like buying sex or getting sex or doing any of that shit, that shit's equal across the board. It's equal across the board. Not everybody looks at a coworker and goes, God damn, she bad as hell, man. I wouldn't mind fucking her. Not everybody thinks that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm like overly perfect or anything like that. But I've been around some very nice looking women, and I didn't care to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Just because. You know, you don't every fucking woman that walks in the room, you don't have to be fucking sexually attracted to. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you don't have to. It's not something burning inside of you. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? He said the game is aberrant. I don't know what that means. But Debo says women. Okay, yeah. We read that one already. But I don't know, man. This has been very, very, very interesting. Clearly sparking a lot of debate.
The most debate we've ever had on the check-in.
Yeah, most definitely. We're gonna have to revisit this, maybe in a different manner.
We got a couple things we have to revisit from the last episode where we talked about addiction, and this episode where we talked about kind of having an addiction to the opposite sex.
Okay. Sexual addiction is a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a real thing.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
I'm glad. I'm glad all you brothers got in the conversation, man, and we were able to have a interesting, exciting, sparkful debate, conversation about this.
All right, so let's do this since we're going to kick this off and end this because this has been 2 hours of very interesting conversation. D-Nick, start us off.
Man, one, blessings and salute, for getting me to work on my day off.
My man.
It was fun. It was a fun, good conversation. Like I said, I'm always context, compassion, nuance, and data. You know what I'm saying? And accountability. Take accountability, and everybody be blessed, man. Love y'all.
Yeah. Right. About you, sir, Mr. Levi.
Man, it's been a delight talking with everyone and getting everyone's insight. Everyone, getting my insight and how I feel about this situation too. Like I said, it's like D-Neck said, man, just being holding accountability for your actions, and then because the bottom line with it when it comes down to it is when we're dealing with these situations, kids, and the respect and being able to have a good role model and a good situation for the children in the matter too. So that's why, with me, it's just like I said, it's good building. It's my first time building, being in the podcast and conversation. So it's good building with everyone, and I hope I'm just want to try to stay blessed and maybe once again come through and do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Gratitude. Cam, final words.
Man, I just want to say I love this show. I love this show because it really gives men a stage to talk about what's really going on in their lives and stuff. And I think you guys are doing a really big thing out there for us men. So my hat goes off to y'all, and I appreciate you guys letting me be on here tonight.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that too as well. OT. The drill sergeant.
What up?
And please, on your way out, bro, do not take the high road.
Hey. That's where I come from, that high road. But anyway, from California out here in the West Coast, OT sending his respect to his brothers. We thankful that we got this platform heat. We appreciate that. Like we all talked about, it's accountability. Thinking about what you're doing and making some good choices. We always talk about it. We talk about the rules, the tools that D give us and gives those conversation. Hey, it need to be talked about. Like he said, he need to understand it, and we all need to learn to think about it a little bit. So as we go through life, go through this next week, let's try to do something positive and make some good choices. So with that said, I appreciate all these brothers. Much love to you out here in West Coast. I'm out.
Yeah. All right. Shit. You took the fucking high road. Son of a bitch. Jizzo, last words.
I think my last words are love is love, man. At the end of the day, whatever your version of love is, whatever your version of understanding is and love is, that's what you give, man, and that's what you receive back, man. So most people are happy in situations that they are in because they're loving somebody who's loving them the same way. And we're loving each other, man, and we're just making this shit. We're making each other happy because life is too short. And so whatever people say, man, just be happy, love each other, and understand that everybody has a different form of love. Right. We talked about all this. Everything we talked about for the last couple hours was just different forms of love, different forms of understanding, different forms of accepting love and giving love. Mm-hmm. And so in the end, man, love is love, man. I think we should just be all good. And thank you, everybody that was part of the show, man. Much love to y'all, man. 2 hours of the check-in. This was historic. It was monumental. It was a beautiful conversation. And anybody that's listening is blessed to still be at this point, man. I love you, brother.
Man, likewise, man. Likewise. And we're going to end this. And I want to say a couple of things, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the comments. Shout out to you, Jizzo. Shout out to Levi. Shout out to OT, always the homie, man. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to D-Nick, man, our resident.
Hit the comments. It's a couple comments coming in.
I got you. Hold on, man. Shout out to D-Nick for jumping in, and he's the only one certified who fucking say anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Real quick, on these comments, right quick, get them out the way. Male friends are just dudes that wait until your boyfriend fucked up and make themselves available for you to have. Okay, listen, we'll get to that shit on the next shit. God damn, we're trying to end the show.
We're trying to end the show, Devo.
Start it
Shit.
back up again.
Oh yeah. Huh, my last message is okay. E. Johnson, holla, y'all. God willing, I'll see y'all next time. Yeah, man. Shout out to E. Johnson, man. Always in the cut, always there, man. You know, loyal.
We love y'all, man. Shout out to E. Johnson. What's up, family?
Big up the DNA Beats.
Yeah, shout out DNA Beats, man. But anyways,
a special shout out to Cam, man, doing his sports show, coming every motherfucking every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Y'all, what called Whoop De Whoop? Y'all make sure to tune in to the motherfucking sports show, bro, because real shit. He talk about some shit, and I love it because he was talking about UFC, and I was in it. So let's go.
Okay,
okay. Enough of all that. Let me just try to end this show right quick because everybody keeps wanting to say shit. I just want to, shout out to everybody that was in the comments. Shout out to everybody here on the panel. It was a good conversation, and I think that regardless of how it swayed and went, I think we all kind of got to the same destination. You know what I'm saying? And whether it was worded one way or the other way, I think we all understand. You know what I'm saying? What it really is. And shout out to anybody out there right now. If you didn't understand, hopefully you can go back and watch this and gain some understanding.
Right.
Because that's what the show is really about. It's about gaining understanding and helping one another. So, even if Jizzle said some crazy ass shit, it was very helpful to me in my thinking. Even if Levi said some shit, it was helpful to me in my thinking. If Cam said something about waving the Bible and taking the fucking high road, and I know he's lying, it helped me. You know what I'm saying? It helped me. If D Nick says some shit,
lying,
you know what I'm saying, and I go, hey, you know what? He's right. He got papers. You know what I'm saying? And
He got papers.
He says something, he's taking the fucking high road and ringing doorbells, and don't nobody want to answer because he's being a Mormon right now. I get it. It's cool. No problems. No worries. I love every last one of you guys for being here on the show, man. It has been beautiful. It has been lovely. It has been eye-opening. It has been something to really gain some type of wisdom and knowledge from.
Love you, OT.
Yeah, OT, love, brother, man.
Love, brother, man. We love you, brother.
Nice meeting you, brother.
And,
nice meeting you.
This has been the check-in. You can see us again every Sunday night, man. We
check-in Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
We might be a little late sometimes, but we always on time. You know,
always on time.
There it is, man.
What time, dummy?
Yeah, Chicago time, dummy. 8:30 p.m. Chicago time, dummy. Anyways,
Central Standard
we out.
Time.
No, it's Chicago time,
Okay.
dummy.
All right.
Chicago so we time. Out, dummy. Anyway, you got to get it with the dummy.
All right, dummy.
Yeah. We out, man. Thank you, everybody.